Episode 12, where James Horan is Sir Mix-a-Lot.
Hello and welcome to the Tactics Board. Well, it was a weekend really where we had one interesting game, I suppose, in Leinster, and one fairly dull one in Ulster. Both those are reasonably close, though. But we're going to look at the one-sided game in Connacht because we're going to look at what Mayo are doing, really to add a bit of variety to their attack. Now, the way we got the players laid out here, you'll notice that Mayo don't wear blue, but these are the magnets we were born with, kids. I've got a few Mayo players out here just really to show what they were doing in terms of getting their supporting attackers into attack. Now, first off, we're going to look here at Alan Freeman. Now, it wasn't just Alan Freeman, there was also an element of Alan Dillon as well, but mostly Alan Freeman. They were using high balls really towards Freeman, and I suppose you could argue Endavardi as well, but let's not get too many magnets on the board here, kids. Basically, using them to really open up Roscommon's defence. When Mayo used the high ball, it wasn't because of their great physicality or anything like that, it was in order to stretch the defence. That was the idea, to make Roscommon do other things. So why have I got all these numbers here? Well, this is showing you, just getting rid of Alan here for a second, sorry. This is showing you where Mayo actually managed to get their supporting attackers to attack, score from, or in Aidan O'Shea's case, create a score. So first off, we'll start on the left, this lone one here. Keith Higgins coming in from the left, going in for the score. Again, that was while Higgins actually had to get through a few defenders here, for the most part it was a case of Roscommon just not being set up, not expecting the supporting attacker coming forward. More often we saw the moves coming in from the right. Now, Colin Boyle scored twice, of course, and actually another shot where he was open from the right wing. He had a lot of time really just coming up the right flank. Likewise, Lee Keegan came up that right flank, got in for a score, and only once, of course, Donald Vaughan. It was a bit more central, but it was still the right side, fed by a rather fast pass by Richie Feeney, it has to be said. I don't think Vaughan was quite aware here's where to get the ball, but he still managed to stick it over the bar. So that's the position where these guys were scoring from, but what we're really trying to show you here is, and actually we'll explain this as well with Aidan O'Shea, is why Mayo were able to get these guys into position. It began with Freeman really. Mayo targeted Freeman twice when balls were sent towards Freeman. He not only drew frees, but he actually drew frees that led to his marker at the time being booked, and both those frees were subsequently converted. Now, he used this a lot, pretty much all over the sort of the parallel lines here, just trying to basically make Roscommon realise that we aren't just going to run at you, we're going to also pump the ball in far. Straight after the second one of these frees that Freeman won, with the second half, Aidan O'Shea took possession, and of course Roscommon expecting high balls, O'Shea's able to charge forward, draws a free, it's popped over. So that's really how Mayo get those supporting attackers in. It's not like Cork in sort of the straightforward route one bastard and then run at you, which is, very effective, but more, I suppose, visible. Mayo really try to mix it up at all times. They mix their running game with their long game. Now, because of this, because of being so varied, it's a little bit harder for them to stay as consistent as Cork do with theirs. Doesn't mean it's any better or worse, just means they got to be a bit more in tune. So we saw Mayo for a period not really putting those high balls in. It was hard to get supporting attackers back in. But once again, when they went after Freeman, when they went after Dillon, they were able to get these guys into position to help with the scoring, and that's really what killed Roscommon. And that's it for this episode of the Tactics Board. As always, my face over there, with a lot less hair, is there for you to subscribe to. This will be going soon, kids, so enjoy it while you can. And yeah, thanks for watching Tactics Board.